Hey y'all, thank you for joining us in our first installment of our series, Short and Sassy, short interviews with Sassy Black. Today, we are on location in Jackson, Mississippi with Lex Luga. Check him out. Thank you so much for joining us with Short and Sassy. We're here today with Lex Luga. Thank you so much for inviting us to your spot.
Man, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you coming through and checking us out.
Yes, indeed. Well, I want to get started and find out how you got started in the industry. How and when did you get started?
Okay, well, I got started actually in the industry about 2001. I started out with my own record label. I signed about 5 artists. You know, this was like most of us. This was started out as my dream way of getting out the streets, really. So I was trying to transition some money and make money in the music game. I was still in college at Jackson State, and you know, put together a record and started marketing and promoting it, because you know that's what my degree in as well. Shout out JSU. And from that point, you know, I just started networking, traveling, hooking up with the right people, and you know, it became a career.
Okay, so I've heard them call you the Backwood Ambassador.
Yes.
How'd you get that name?
Well, I got the name the Backwood Ambassador because mostly everything I did starting out in my career, I did in what people deem as the backwoods. Some people call it the Chitlin Circuit. And so from that point, you know, people used to say, oh man, that's the Backwood Ambassador right there. The first time somebody said that, you know, it was funny. And I had created some t-shirts. And I signed it, the Backwood Ambassador. Another guy, too, my cousin that was one of the artists on the label, he said that term in a couple of his raps. So I had heard it a few times at that point.
Okay.
So, you know, I said, okay, well, I looked up the word ambassador. It means one who represent. I represent for the backwoods, so,
And
you know.
do that, yes sir, you do that. Kind of tell us about some of the stuff you have going on, like your TV station, This Lit TV. I know you have a record label. Kind of tell us a little about that.
All right, well, the record label is Souf State Connected Records. I also have a marketing group and printing company called SSC Marketing. With It's Lit TV is the name of the TV show. We play independent artists as well as major artists. We introduce, you know, their music first to the public. You can see that locally in Jackson, Mississippi on Channel 18. That's Comcast Channel 18, Mondays at 9, Fridays at midnight. And we're on Roku 7 days a week on the Hype Magazine Network.
Okay.
Every night at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's the Hype Network. And, you know, as I say, we give independent artists a chance. I'm on several radio stations, notably being Power 904. I just launched Hood Idol Radio, and I got another radio station on the way. And it's called the Trafficking Hour. You can follow me on social media and see the different stations I'm on, because it's a long list and I'll leave a couple people out. But shout out to the Jams Radio. I'm on there. Shout out Mississippi. Also 107.3 out of Illinois. Shout out to them as well. Power 904 is out of Jacksonville. So that's a few of the things. And I got so much, it's like I'm going to forget certain things. But
Right.
Hood Idol, the magazine, every platform that I have that I built is geared toward giving independent artists a chance. Now, a lot of the stuff, you know, I have to mix in major artists just to get people attention.
That's right.
Because I get their attention to give the independent artists a shot.
Makes sense. Yes, sir.
So we have the Hood Idol Tour, which is the longest running showcase in the state of Mississippi, where we've had numerous amount of artists come through. And the platforms is basically to give artists exposure, give them a chance to network with different people, and develop. So the worst thing you can get out of our situation is development.
Right.
The best thing you could get, of course, would be a record deal. But we do not focus on deals. We focus on development and building organic fan bases.
Okay. I know you also have an industry call that you do.
Yes.
Could you kind of elaborate on that a little bit? Because I was on one of those calls with you a while back.
Yes. All right, shout out to my ECMD team. We have an industry conference call every other Tuesday. So to know which Tuesday, like I said, you have to follow on social media. And what the industry call does, it connects DJs and industry people from all over the world. We have people on there all over the world. It airs on radio and we go live on Facebook. And it is an actual call, so you can call in and get information that people normally don't get. We do have major artists on. We have had Jeezy on. We've had Tyrese. We've had 50 Cent and numerous others. And ECMD is also the people who's responsible for most of the plaques that I obtained just by being part of the team. I guess I'm what you would call the Southern Connect. I'm the Southern region guy because I cover the Southern region. And, you know, the labels reach out to them to market the artists, and, you know, I'm on the team to market in the Southern region. And so the conference call is not only for the major artists, but once again, we mix in the independent artists with the major artists. One example is that artist that I'm working right now go by the name of Junior Boy out of Dallas. He's on the next call, and we have Cujo Goody on the call. We have Fabo on the call. It's another Goody Mob member too. I cannot remember because I just got the notice yesterday. But that's just an example. So we got the major artists on the call and the independent artists. Now this independent artist on the call with them. The label reps on the call, guess what? We'll hit the independent artist and hopefully give him a shot of nothing else. Now they know his name.
Exactly.
You know, because it starts with that.
Exactly. Okay, well, with this pandemic going on right now, it's affected so much of our lives. It's like a way of life now. How has it affected the Hood Idol tour? I know it's affected, it affected in a big way. So you're not doing it this year?
No, I'm not. At this current moment, I'm not doing the actual tour going place to place. I do have the Hood Idol Awards that are going to be virtual. I have not announced it yet, but I have been working on it. I've been sitting on the idea, hoping things would change. But I'm going to go ahead and be doing the Hood Idol Awards. This will be our second annual Hood Idol Awards event. I started the actual awards last year for the Hood Idol tour. As I say, it is the longest running tour showcase in the state of Mississippi, probably in the whole region. This makes our 10th year of actually doing what is called the Hood Idol Tour. The last person that got signed from the Hood Idol Tour is Aunt G. He's signed to Boosie Badass label, and his start was on the Hood Idol Tour. So it's a lot of other people that got their start there and ended up, you know, having successful careers in our point of view, because everybody got their own definition of success. But my definition is that if you can make money off doing something you love, I don't care if it's a few $100s, $1,000, or whatever, that's success in my opinion.
I agree. Well, kind of explain some of your accolades that you have received in the industry, because I know you have a long list of awards, well deserved, because you've been working hard. So could you kind of give us an idea of some stuff that you received?
Yes. Well, most notable, I received the Mississippi Industry MVP Award.
I remember that.
I actually got that 3 years in a row. Shout out to Rico Owens, you know, for putting those couple of events together. I've won Radio Personality of the Year. The magazine, as I said, the Hood Idol magazine was just nominated for an award with the SIE Awards. I didn't win, but you know, a nomination. The magazine only been in existence. It's just a little over a year the magazine has been in existence.
Wow. Okay.
So, you know, and I've been nominated and won so many awards I can't even think of all of them. My latest accomplishments, which you know, you actually bring somebody.
Yes.
This is the latest accomplishment I'm very proud of. This is Smooth B from Nice and Smooth. And through my ECMD family, I was able to help promote his record in this region. He's making a major comeback. The name of his single is called B4. I was the first person to play it on FM radio here in Jackson, Mississippi as well. Another major accomplishment that's this year, because I'm giving you what's recent, because you know people want to know what's recent. This is one that I'm probably the most proud of out of most of my at least plaques.
Okay.
You know, I won't say awards, but plaque. And this is Miss Tiffany. She's a gospel rapper out of Jackson, Mississippi. She's also an actress. She played on Empire. She played Exhibit's baby's mother on Empire, and she's also an author.
Right, I remember her.
And she, you know, gave me a call. I've been watching her for years, and she wanted my company to market her.
Okay.
So right now we're concentrating on the digital radio world. Shout out to Digital Radio Tracker for tracking the hits. And by setting her up and visiting our company, she became number 13 on the gospel chart.
Yeah.
A female gospel rapper, number 13 on the chart 2 weeks in a row, 12 weeks in a row on the chart after dealing with our company.
Yeah.
And she's from Jackson, Mississippi. Those three things for being the first, being a gospel female rap artist, being from Jackson, Mississippi, being on the charts 12 weeks in a row, and is credited to my marketing company, because this says my name with SSC Marketing Group.
Yes.
This is one of the accolades I'm one of the most proud of.
Okay. Well, congratulations to Miss Tiffany. We're going to have to meet her as well. One more thing I want to talk to you about are your artists. He changed his name, you told me.
Juice, yes.
And Shorty 48.
No. Actually, my label, the only artist is Juice.
Okay.
It was Juju Swag Shorty, now known as Juice. He's an actual artist that's on my label.
Okay.
I do co-manage a few other artists, but he's the main artist who you could say that, you know, my company invests in. His new album is out on all platforms called Traded Hearts. He's working on a new project, you know, that's going to probably be out at the beginning of the year, you know, because I do got one announcement I'll make here shortly.
Okay.
Dealing with that though, but that's the only artist on Souf State Connected Records as of right now is Juice, formerly known as Juju Swag Shorty. All the other artists, as I say, I just co-manage.
Okay. Well, you don't work with Shorty anymore?
No, I've never actually worked with Shorty for as far as her CEO go by the name of Scotty Pimpin. And me and him are good friends,
right.
Business associates, and he had, you know, hired my marketing company to promote her. So you saw me promoting her. So a lot of those artists you saw me promoting.
Right.
It's just my company does marketing for all artists and all genres of music, and we was promoting her.
Okay.
You know, at the time that you reflected on when she had the song "Shawty Hit the Flow."
Yes,
I know you loved it.
We played that at an event I had in Hattiesburg, and everybody hit the floor.
Yeah, I know. That's how I knew what you was talking about.
Yes.
Because you had told me and you had called me and asked me about it.
Right.
Yes.
So what's up with this announcement that you have?
Well, the announcement. How soon are you gonna be releasing this first? So let me ask you
2 more weeks.
About 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta wait.
We'll do it next week. We'll probably do the week after.
All right, I gotta wait on the announcement then. I'll give it to you first next. It's gonna be a month before the actual. Well, if you're saying it in 2 weeks, 2 weeks. 2 weeks can I announce it? Okay. All right, 2 weeks. I got a project that I'm executive producing, and it's got a particular twist to it, and it's called Luga's Playbook. And so I got a lot of different people that's featured on the album. And I'm not doing any rapping or nothing like that. It's similar to what we would call the DJ Khaled project. It's similar to his type of project, except it's got Luga's twist on it. You know, so I will be dropping that, and it's an EP. It's not an album, by the way. The first one is an EP. I do have the first couple singles out the way. Now I've been working on this project behind the scenes for a little over a year, but you know, I think I might need to announce it because a few people that I was looking to work with, they hadn't been on their job or their business like I would want. So if I reached out to you and you ain't handled the business, just know I reached out to you first, because you know this is a project I'm putting my money behind and my stamp on. And my goal of the project is to not only motivate others, but I'm gonna show everybody that if you can put your mind towards something, stay dedicated and willing to invest in yourself, anybody can make money off music. That's my goal. That's what I want to show any and everyone. That I came up, I got the team, and I came up with a formula to where anybody can make money off music, and I'm gonna show it with me.
Okay. Well, that could also be a part of your little playbook because you are moving, shaking the area. You're known You know, everybody knows Lex Luga. I'm so proud of you and all your accomplishments. I thank you again so much for having us here today to talk about what you have going on. We're going to be looking out for you, you know, send you some likes. We're going to have all your information below the video. And I just want to thank everybody for joining us today, watching our very first podcast with Lex Luga on Shorty Sassy.
All right, thank you, Miss Sassy, for having me. Also, I got to shout out 16 Bars, man, because we teamed up. That's also who helped me with the project, man. Shout out KJ. That's where we at. We're going to be filming It's Lit TV here as well. So I thank you for stopping by. Hey, we're not through with the set, but you got to get an exclusive view of the set right here with Sassy.
Yes, Lord.
So thank you.
We will be back. Thank you. And that's it for our first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Join us again on Short and Sassy. See you soon.